just like to wish the Ashland Tomcats the best of luck at state.
Why is Morehead State a top 25 university in the South? MSU offers great college classes, flexible schedules, safe campus, and quality, affordable education in a student-focused learning environment. MSU students excel in small classes taught by dedicated faculty and staff committed to success and placing you on a career path. Soar higher at Morehead State University. Visit our website at moreheadstate.edu. When you're checking into insurance for you, your family, or your business, check with Charles Adams Insurance, your trusted, locally owned independent insurance agency. Charles Adams Insurance is now operating with locations in both Ashland and Greenup. See Charles Adams Insurance for all your personal and business insurance needs. Call 606-325-9709. Charles Adams Insurance wishes the Ashland Tomcats the best of luck in the state tournament.
Welcome back here to Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky. Chip Forrest, Kent Robinson, courtside as we get ready for game 5. Warren Central beating Pulaski County 80-55. Kent Robinson standing by with Coach Ryan Bonner.
Kent Robinson with head coach Ryan Bonner. First off, Coach, great to see you again. Beating Owensboro the other day to get here. Talk about that game a little bit and what you've done to prepare for Warren Central.
Well, that game was a very tough, very gritty, just a slugfest. Both teams were extremely physical, I'm very proud of the poise that our guys showed late in that game and the fight that they showed late in that game. They didn't let up. They didn't give up. They were determined to win that game, and that's why we're standing here today. As far as our preparation for Warren Central, very, very similar to what we saw the other night. We're going to have to do a better job of handling the basketball. We had 15 turnovers against Owensboro. We're going to have to limit those, and we're also going to have to make sure we rebound the basketball. Warren Central has a 44% offensive rebounding rate, so they're going to go after every shot. We had 45 rebounds the other night. That's outstanding. It'd be nice if we could grab 45 more again today.
One good thing about playing on Wednesday, Coach Bonner, is the good thing was you got the win, and you've had a day to rest and prepare for illness or injuries, but now you get ready to take on Warren Central, and very, very good ball club. Probably one of the, if not the best, one of the best you've seen being here at Ashland. What's a couple of keys for the Tomcats to move on tomorrow to the semifinals, Coach Bonner?
Ball security. Offensively, we're going to have to take care of the basketball. I think shot selection is huge against a team like this because they pressure you. They also want to pressure you into taking early, out-of-rhythm shots, which can lead to transition opportunities on the other end. So I think our ball security, our shot selection offensively is going to be huge. Defensively, we're going to have to get back. They're going to push the ball. We're going to have to protect the paint. And then, like I said, we got to rebound with the same tenacity that we did the other night. If we can do all those things, I think we're going to be in good shape. And you also have to hit shots. When you get to this point in the tournament, everybody you're faced up against is really, really good, which means you're going to have to hit some shots and you're going to have to make some big plays. And we've got big playmakers. We've got big-time shot makers. So I trust that our guys will do that. And as long as they do that, I think we're going to be right there come the fourth quarter.
Always great to see you at home and at Rupp Arena. Appreciate the time. Best of luck. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Jimbo, that's Ryan Bonner of the Ashland Tomcats. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Kent. And we'll take a break, and we'll come back with more of our pregame show as Ashland gets ready to do battle with Warren Central here at Rupp Arena in the state quarterfinals on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Wouldn't it be nice to start your day with a homemade breakfast and a freshly ground whole bean roasted cup of coffee? Well, at Tudor's Biscuit World, every day starts with freshly cracked eggs, sizzling bacon and sausage. And you can't forget the mouth-watering made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuits hot from the oven. Whether you're spending it with us or taking it to go, mornings always sound this great at Tudor's. Sounds great, tastes better. Tudor's Biscuit World.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Scott Sharp, your 100th district representative, wishes the best of luck to the Ashland Tomcats in the Boys Sweet 16. Just as Scott Sharp works hard for you, he understands the hard work each team puts in to get to the state competition. As your representative, his team puts forth all they have for the betterment of Kentuckians. Continue to strive to be the best, young athletes. Best of luck to the Tomcats from your 100th district representative, Scott Sharp.
Back at Rupp Arena, Kent Robinson standing by to talk with William Umseld of Warren Central.
Thank you, Jim. Back on the Rupp Arena floor, talking to head coach of Warren Central, Coach Umseld. First off, Coach, congratulations knocking off Pulaski County. Now you're playing today. The win over Pulaski County, talk about that a little bit.
Well, you know, we had a great start. Great defensively, and we shot the ball well. So you get off to a good start here, that helps you.
Got the Ashland Tomcats. I saw you and Coach Ryan Bonner kind of chit-chatting before the ball game, kind of loose, but also at the same time, it's business as usual. What do you know about his ball club? Offensively, defensively, some concerns for you today?
Well, you know, offensively, they shoot the ball really well. Defensively, they play some man in zone. We got to take care of the basketball, make shots, get the ball inside.
You've had a really, really great season. I know you want to continue that today. A couple of the guys that you have looked all season long to get you to this point.
Our point guard, Villaforte, and Whitney, and Glover, and Unson Walker, the whole starting group.
Coach, appreciate the time. Thank you. Coach Unseld, as he goes to the meeting at midcourt to get the officials and Coach Bonner, always great to talk to him. In just a few minutes, we're 12 minutes away from the Tomcats and Warren Central. Jim, back to you.
All right, Ken, thank you very much. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more of our pregame show in a couple of moments here on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Lewis Family Care on Midland Trail in Ashland is board certified. Family medicine, primary care clinic, accepting new patients. If it's osteopathic, manipulative therapy you need, see Dr. Matthew T. Lewis, D.O. For other family medical needs, see Eilena Boggs, PRN. Call 606-928-7755 for the caring, professional, board certified medical practitioners at Lewis Family Care, your primary care clinic, 6572 Midland Trail Road, Ashland. That's 606-928-7755.
Let the Roark Insurance Agency in Flatwoods, Grayson, or Moorhead, Kentucky, with over 25 years of combined experience with nationwide insurance, take care of you and your family. Call 606-836-6666 to join the nation and the Roark Insurance Agency, providing auto, homeowners, and life insurance with coverage you can count on, protecting your house, personal property, and your life to meet your needs, life, and budget. Call 606-836-6666 for the Roark Insurance Agency.
Success comes with teamwork. At Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union, we have one goal, one team, with people helping people. Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union salutes all the athletes who strive to be their best, as do all your friends at Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union. 2321 Carter Avenue, Ashland. Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Rupp Arena, the Mountain Dew broadcast table. Jim Forrest along with Kent Robinson as we get you set for the second quarterfinal game between the Ashland Tomcats and Warren Central. Warren Central, coached by William Unseld, comes in with a record of 33-1. They average 74 points per ball game. They only give up 50. Ashland under Coach Ryan Bonner comes in with a record of 23-11. They average 73.4 points per game. They give up 61 points per game. Both these teams shoot the ball well. Ashland shoots it at 47% from the field, and Warren Central 51%. Both teams shoot from three-point land at about 37%, and both teams shoot free throws well. Warren Central 73%, and Ashland 75%. In their opening win over Owensboro, Ashland was led by Xander Carter with 25 points and raced the board with 17 points. Braxton Jennings, who had the big game-winning shot, also in double figures with 10 points. In their win over Pulaski County, Warren Central was led by Kate Unseld with 26 points. Chappelle Whitney had 18 points. Amari Glover had 11 points. That's the way this game shapes up. And Kent, most people will tell you that Ashland is a prohibitive underdog in this ball game. But because Ashland shoots so well, that anytime you're a three-point shooting team, if you can connect on those threes, if you're having a good night, you can change the course of anything.
And they showed that the other day, against Owensboro, coming out a little lackadaisical in their shooting, but then they started getting some threes, got some good inside play. But, you know, when you've got Asher Atkins and you've got Xander Carter and Race the Board, if they get hot from three-point land, Warren Central will need to step up and guard a little bit more, and that's when maybe Coach Unseld will change his idea of what he wants to do offensively and defensively. And he said in the pregame interviews a few minutes ago, you know, we need to contain their outside shooting if we can.
In that win over Pulaski County, Warren Central was 33 of 58 from the field, 56.9%. They hit 9 of 17 threes for 53%. And they were led in three-point shooting by Kate Unseld, who was 4 of 8. And in their win over Owensboro, Ashland hit 25 of 59 for 42%. They were 8 of 25 from three-point land for 32%. And leading the way was Tristan Davis, 2 of 4. And Braxton Jennings, who was the hero in that ball game, was 3 of 4 from three-point land. Now, we have been told that starter Race DeBoard has been a little bit under the weather and was questionable for the game. However, he is in the starting lineup. He's on the starting lineup sheet. So we'll have to see, number one, if he does indeed start, you know, after warm-up, because if he is sick, they can let him know, and they'll let him sit out. Number two, how far he can go if he does start, but he's not feeling well.
That's exactly right. And then another player for Ashland under the weather as well. He was being taken care of a little bit more than Race just due to his symptoms, and we'll see how that develops as his go. But you're right, Jim. Right now, DeBoard is in the Tomcats starting lineup. Coming in tonight's game, 23-11.
All right, we'll take a break, our final one, and we'll come back, get you ready for the introduction of the starting lineups, the national anthem, and everything as we get ready for quarterfinal round game number 2. Ashland against Warren Central. The winner to play Woodford County tomorrow at 11 in the state semifinals. Back in a couple of moments on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
Visit Broadway Books, 1537 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, or come see them at the Paramount Arts Center for a performance by David Sedaris on April 6th and a book signing, or join them for one of their many book clubs. Be a part of their tournament of books. Follow them on Facebook to vote for your favorite book throughout the tournament. There will be random prizes during the tournament, and if you pick the winner, you get a chance for a $50 gift card. Broadway Books, 1537 Winchester Avenue, across from the Cameo Arcade and Cool Hits 1057, downtown Ashland. Since 1959, Ashland Office Supply Office USA has been your one-stop shop for all your product needs, offering great service, competitive pricing, and quality products from general supplies like pens, calendars, and envelopes, ink supplies including including laser toner, inkjet cartridges, ribbons, and paper. To equipment like laser printers, inkjet printers, fax machines, and shredders. Ashland Office Supply Office USA has it all. Go online to ashlandoffice.com and try the online purchasing system. Call toll-free at 800-926-1267. That's Ashland Office Supply Office USA, 2100 29th Street, Ashland.
Introducing Ashland, Kentucky's newest LS tractor dealer. But with a very familiar name, Gillum Service and Repair has all your power equipment needs and is freshly stocked just in time with tractors, implements, and genuine LS parts. Gillum's has all you need to make rural living smoother. Stop in and check them out today at Gillum Service and Repair, 8611 US 60 Ashland. Ashland, Kentucky's newest LS tractor dealer. Gillum's is hardcore lawn gear. For some great tasting sweet treats, visit Double Drizzle, 6926 US Route 60, next to the Summit Giovanni's. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., closed Sundays and Mondays. Enjoy their award-winning sweet treats such as custom cakes, fudge, candy, cream horns, banana nut bread, cookies, and so much more, all made fresh daily. Double Drizzle, 6926 Route 60, next to the Summit Giovanni's. Call 606-928-CAKE and check them out on Facebook.
Glad to have you with us on this St. Patty's Day 2023. Hope you got your green on for St. Patty's Day. Ken's got green in his shoes.
A little green, Ken. You got all green on today?
Sort of a yellow green.
It's green.
And I have a green shirt.
You're just spiffy.
I'm prepared.
You are spiffy.
Prepared, baby.
Love it.
It's St. Patty's Day. Woodford County moved on to the semifinals. They knocked off Elizabethtown 59-48 to move on. And they will take on the winner of this game tomorrow morning at 11. Don't forget, tonight we'll be on the air at 5:35 with the pregame. 6 o'clock should be a dandy. Frederick Douglass 32-2 and Louisville Male 26-10. Male will bomb it from three-point land.
Yeah.
They live and die by the three, and I think the number of threes they made in their first game was a state record. We're going to check it out for sure, but I think it was the other day. And then in the nightcap tonight at 8:30 with pregame at 8:05, Lyon County 31-5 will take on Clark County, the defending state champions, at 28-5. So that's what's still left. Frederick Douglass and Male at 6, Lyon County and Clark County at 8:30. And, of course, we're getting ready with Warren Central and Ashland getting ready to do battle right now here in just a moment. Glad you could join us here on this St. Patrick's Day for high school basketball action here on the Schoolboy Radio Network. We're getting ready for the start of the national anthem, and we'll get ready for all the pregame festivities.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand and remove your caps as we pay tribute to America with our national anthem recorded by the Butler County High School Choir under the direction of Travis Lowe.
Nice job with the national anthem. And we're just about ready to have the introduction of the starting lineup to get you ready for the second quarterfinal game here at Rupp Arena And let me say again, a cold, rough arena.
And not near the crowd we had for the first one.
No. Woodford County fans have left. And Ashland can't match that on the other end. Time now to take a look at the starting lineups, brought to you by Texas Roadhouse, where you find great steaks and more. And also to take a look at the officiating crew, brought to you by Tri-State Ophthalmology. For complete eye care, see the good folks at Tri-State Ophthalmology. Now let's join the public address announcer here at Rupp Arena for the introductions of the starting lineups.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rupp Arena at Central Bank Center in Lexington, Kentucky, the heart of the Bluegrass, for quarterfinal round play of the 105th Kentucky High School Athletic Association UK Healthcare Boys Sweet 16 State Basketball Tournament, the greatest show in hoops. Today's game features the champions of Region 16, the Tomcats of Ashland Blazer, and the champions of Region 4, the Dragons of Warren Central. And now let's meet the starting lineups presented by Clark's Pump and Shop. For Ashland Blazer, at forward, number 5, Asher Adkins. For Warren Central, at forward, number 21, Chappelle Whitney. For Ashland Blazer, at forward, number 25, Tristan Davis. For Warren Central, at guard, number 0, Demarion Walkup. For Ashland Blazer, at guard, number 1, Xander Carter. For Warren Central, at guard, number 1, Isaiah Villafuerte. For Ashland Blazer, at guard, number 15, Tucker Conway. For Warren Central, at guard, number 4, Cade Unseld. For Ashland Blazer, at guard, number 21, Race DeBoard. And for Warren Central, at guard, number 13, Omari Glover. And introducing the head coaches. For Ashland Blazer, the head coach is Ryan Bonner. And for Warren Central, the head coach is William Unseld. Your officials are Trey Hargrove, Kyle Stewart, and Michael Stokes. The alternate official is Raymond Lightfoot.
Tip-off brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy in Greenup, a new pharmacy with old-fashioned values located behind Belmont Medical Center, just off US 23. Tyler Flauher, pharmacist, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 on Saturday. The first quarter brought to you by Leaf Clark Wealth Management. Let Leaf help you with all your retirement needs. Hey, that's what he does. Chip Morris, Kent Robinson will be joined by Dickie Martin and James Collier later this evening in our coverage on the Schoolboy Radio Network. And we're ready to play some basketball as the Ashland Tomcats, representing the 16th region, take on Warren Central out of region number 4. Ashland in their maroon uniforms, trimmed in white. Warren Central in their white uniforms, trimmed in maroon. And it'll be Walkup jumping against Carter. And the tip is controlled by Warren Central, moving left to right as we view it here at Kaywood's Court. Whitney with the basketball, comes back out, gives the ball to Villafuente. Villafuente over to Unseld, now back to Villafuente. Villafuente looking at a, looks like 2-3 matchup zone. Unseld goes down on the baseline. They get it inside. Whitney puts it up and in. 2-0. Full court pressure by Warren Central. DeBoard with the basketball. Double team. Throws a prayer up to Conway. somehow comes up with it, and he tries to get the ball over to Ashland and picked off by Villafuente. Here we go. Here's Unseld with the deep three. Boom. Got it. Fox Pumping shot, three-point shot, and it's 5-0. Here comes Carter with the basketball. Gets it in the front court and has walked up on him. Comes over to Conway. Conway gets it out to the board. The board going to try to create something. Takes it to the lane. Takes it outside. Conway for three. Got it. Big three-point shot by Tucker Conway. Fox Pumping shot, three-point shot to make it a 5-3 ball game. Villafuente directing traffic. Goes over to Walkup. Walkup goes inside Whitney. They go down low. Find the man wide open, and that is Glover. Glover is fouled. He missed the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
Well, if Ashland can continue that streak of three-pointers, they might be all right early on here in the first quarter.
Atkins picks up the personal foul, his first. Glover goes to the line. First free throw off the back of the iron, no good. Glover, 69% shooter on the year. He has one more. It's on the way. Good. 6-3. Warren Central lead. Against the press, they throw over the top. Finally get in the front court to Carter. Carter, being hounded, gets the ball over to the board. The board fakes the three. Now pulls up, shoots the jumper, and it's good. It's a three.
Tough shot. He was defended very well.
We're tied at 6. First tie of the ball game. Unseld with the basketball. Kicks the ball back out to Villafuente. Tries to go down low. It's kicked by Conway. It'll stay with Warren Central. Ball comes to Villafuente. Villafuente. They take it down the baseline to Glover. Glover kicks it out to Villafuente. Go back over to Walkup. Back over to Villafuente out front. Now they work the ball inside to Whitney. Whitney goes up and scores.
That's a tough shot. He had two maroon jerseys right on his back.
Carter will bring it up. Ashland trailing by 2. 8-6 here in the early going. DeBoard gets wide by his man. Drives, kicks it out to Carter. Open three on the way. Got another one. 3 for 3 and threes. And 3 different players, and Ashland has their first lead at 9-8. Walkup with the basketball for Warren Central. Unseld has it. Back over to Villafuente. Back out to Unseld. Deep three on the way. This one won't go. Tipped up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Put back up again by Whitney, no good. Whistle foul. Ashland's going to have to rebound. If they get beat on the boards, it could be a real problem for them.
Yeah, Warren Central has not so much the size advantage, but they can leap. They know how to box you out very well.
Foul was on Atkins, his second. Team second. And Nate Freeze is going to check in. Atkins with his second personal foul. Whitney hit the first free throw. He has one more coming. He already has 5 points. We're tied at 9. And we'll stay tied at 9 as we got a foul on Glover on the rebound. Will come the other way. Glover will pick up his first, team first. Glover will come out, and Tavion Wells will check in. They had 3 points and their win over Pulaski. Tie ball game at 9. Work up the ball. Carter finally gets it over to the board in front court. The board starts to drive. Backs it back out. Goes over to Carter. Freeze comes back out to Carter. Back over to the board. The board back over to Carter. Carter going to drive. Get it to Freeze. Thought about the three. Doesn't take it. Gets the ball instead to Davis. Davis kicks it back to Carter. Ball knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with Ashland.
Coach Unseld again getting ready to go to his bench, get another sub in.
Ball comes out to Xander Carter. Carter Comes over, gives the ball to Conway. Conway back to the board. The board will pull up 3 on the way. This one's no good. Unseld with the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Villafuente. Villafuente picks it down. They'll drive baseline with it. Kick it back out to Villafuente. He'll come over to Unseld. Deep 3 on the way. No good, and they fouled him. He'll shoot 3. And they're going to call the foul on the board. His first, team third. And send Kate Unseld to the free throw line to shoot 3.
Both teams even on right now, 75% shooting halfway through the first quarter of play. Free throw good by Unseld.
He'll have 2 more. 4 points. He had 26 in the win over Pulaski County. Second one good.
And in the game for Warren Central is number 2.
Malik Jefferson had 4 points in the win over Pulaski. Checks into the ball game. Sells Pharmacy substitute. 3 free throws are good by Unseld. He has 6 points. And Warren Central's lead is 3 at 12-9. Here comes Ashland. Sandra Carter with the basketball. Goes in the corner to Freeze. Comes back out to Carter. Drives all the way under. Kicks the ball back outside. Stolen away. Loose on the floor. And timeout. Called by William Unseld because his player was on the floor. He was afraid he might get tied out, so he calls the 30-second timeout.
When visiting Lexington for work or play, plan your staying at the newly renovated Homewood Sweet. Conveniently located on 575 in the Hamburg Pavilion. With studio and 1-bedroom suites, you'll find all the modern comforts of home, including a full hot breakfast daily, evening social on Wednesday night, free Wi-Fi and a fitness center, pool, sports court, the outdoor kitchen, and the fire pit. Call 859-543-0464 to make your reservation. And you can make your home away from home in Lexington, the Homewood Suites by Hilton at Hamburg.
3:49 left here in the opening period. 12-9 Warren Central over Ashland. Warren Central basketball. Their band is right to our left, and they're pretty loud because they got a lot of drums.
Yeah.
Don't have a lot of crowd, but they got drums.
No. Everybody kind of disappeared after the first one.
Villafuente. I don't know, is the Ashland band here? Yeah, I guess they are.
Yeah, they're over there.
Kicks the ball over to Jefferson. Back down to Villafuente in the corner. Looks inside. Nothing there. Now gets it to Unseld. Unseld back to Villafuente. Fakes and then puts up the 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound and a beautiful pass. Coming down with the rebound with Jefferson. He feeds it to Unseld. Coming down the lane. He puts it up and in. It makes it 14-9. Pressure. Freeze gets the ball. And he gets it over to Davis. Davis back out to Freeze. Now to Conway. Conway with the basketball. Comes over on the left side to Carter. Gets the ball to Davis. Back to Carter. Drives into the lane. Give and go to Freeze. Put it up and in. Nice back door to Freeze till they get the easy basket. And make it 14-11. Jefferson with the basketball. Kicks it out to Unseld. In the corner. 3 ball on the way. Won't go. Rebound tipped out, but it goes into the hands of Davis of Ashland. He races it in the front court. Leaves it off for Carter. Carter with the basketball, leaves it to Conway. Conway comes over to the board. The board with the basketball, back over to Conway. Now they get it to Davis, back to Conway, back over to the board. 2:22 left here in this opening period. Get the ball back over to Conway. Conway gets it to Freeze. Freeze open for a 3. It won't go. Rebound goes to Villafuente. He gets it to Unseld. He'll drive all the way, and that's going to be probably a blocking foul.
Yeah, 2 out of the 3 officials were ready to make that call.
Yeah, it was definitely a blocking foul.
Coach Barner wanted it to go the other way, of course, but did not. Timeout on the floor.
Freeze picks up the personal foul. It'll be Warren Central ball when we come back. 2:02 to play in the first. Warren Central 14, Ashland 11. On the Schoolboy Radio Network.
Let the Roark Insurance Agency in Flatwoods, Grayson, or Moorhead, Kentucky, with over 25 years of combined experience with nationwide insurance, take care of you and your family. Call 606-836-6666 to join the nation and the Roark Insurance Agency, providing auto, homeowners, and life insurance with coverage you can count on, protecting your house, personal property, and your life to meet your needs, life, and budget. Call 606-836-6666. 6666 for the Ruark Insurance Agency.
Hi, this is Kevin Johnston, Boyd County Clerk. I'd like to wish the Ashland Tomcats the best of luck in the state tournament. These athletes work hard on the court and in the classroom. I would just like to remind you of our 3 locations to serve our residents: 1505 Carter Avenue, Suite 100, 1315 Cannonsburg Road, located on the front side of Members Choice Credit Union, and at our Calixburg Courthouse location at 2800 Louisa Street. Again, just like to wish the Ashland Tomcats the best of luck at state.
Back at the Mountain Dew broadcast table at Kaywood Court at Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. Jim Forrest, Kent Robinson. We have 2:02 left in the first quarter, and Warren Central has a 3-point lead. If you're Ashland right now, you got to be pretty happy. You hit your first 3 threes. You missed your last 2, but still, you know, you're right there in the game.
Right there in the game, only down 3. Actually shooting a little bit better than Warren Central field goal-wise, 67% to 57%, but, yeah, not too bad. Hanging in. Long way to go.
It'll be Warren Central ball underneath their own basket.
One big stat, points off turnovers early on. Warren Central has 5.
Rebound 4-1 in favor of Warren Central. Unseld will take it all the way out. And he did not touch it in front court, so he was able to go get it in back court. That was Whitney. Ashland fans thought he did, but he didn't. Gives the ball to Villafuente. Villafuente with the basketball, working out front. Buck Ashland's come man-to-man. Whitney with the basketball with Freeze on him. Finds Glover. Down the lane he goes. Missed the shot in the lineup as Braxton Jennings checked in during that timeout. Jennings gets a rebound. Here's Davis with a 3 from the corner. It's no good. Rebound Unseld. He spins to turn, and a whistle and a foul. Nope.
Lost the shoe.
Foul. They called timeout so that Glover could put a shoe on.
I think he lost it the other day.
Maybe you need to lace those bad boys up a little bit tighter, huh?
Double knot.
Villafuente for Warren Central with the basketball working between the UK logo on the top of the circle. Goes over to Glover on the right wing. Comes out top to Unseld. Back to Glover. Starts to penetrate. Now backs it back out. Now kicks the ball inside. Wide open. Whitney starts to drive, and he has the ball knocked out of his hands. Out of bounds by Freeze or Davis. One of them got a hold of it. Warren Central ball. Villafuente will inbound. Walkup gets ready to come back in. Ball comes into Whitney, and Whitney puts it up and in.
And just laid it right over Freeze.
He has 7 points in this first quarter. 16-11, 5-point lead equals the biggest of the ball game. Driving into the lane and putting it up. The shot is free. Freeze off the bench with 4. Here comes Villafuente. Comes outside. Whitney will try a 3. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound Glover. Put it up, no good. Fight for the rebound, out of bounds to the Tomcats. Walkup will come back in. Conway will come back in. Davis will get a rest. Jennings will inbound. Gets it to DeBoard. DeBoard will race it up the floor in a hurry. Feed the ball over to Conway. Conway open for a 3. It's no good. Fight for the rebound, Villafuente. Villafuente gets it to Walkup. Walkup will drive all the way, scoop it up and in. Tough shot. His first 2. Pass comes to Carter, 10 seconds. 9 seconds. Gets the ball to Jennings, 7 seconds. Jennings still with it. Now gets it to Carter, deep 3 on the way, no good. We've come to the end of the first quarter of play. It's a 5-point lead for Warren Central. Warren Central 18, Ashland 13. Back in a moment on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
The first quarter has been brought to you by Leaf Clark Wealth Management. Let Leaf help you with all your retirement needs. Hey, that's what he does. Introducing Ashland, Kentucky's newest LS tractor dealer, but with a very familiar name. Gillum Service and Repair has all your power equipment needs and is freshly stocked just in time with tractors, implements, and genuine LS parts. Gillum's has all you need to make rural living smoother. Stop in and check them out today at Gillum Service and Repair, 8611 US 60 Ashland. Ashland, Kentucky's newest LS tractor dealer. Gillum's is hardcore lawn gear.
Visit Broadway Books, 1537 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, or come see them at the Paramount Arts Center for a performance by David Sedaris on April 6th and a book signing, or join them for one of their many book clubs. Be a part of their tournament of books. Follow them on Facebook to vote for your favorite book throughout the tournament. There will be random prizes during the tournament, and if you pick the winner, you get a chance for a $50 gift card. Broadway Books, 1537 Winchester Avenue, across from the Cameo Arcade and Cool Hits 1057, downtown Ashland.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Hog's Trough in Grayson. For great tasting barbecue and more, the place to go is the Hog's Trough in Grayson.
Back at the Mountain Dew broadcast table at Rupp Arena, K-Woods Court. Jim Forrest along with Kent Robinson. After one, 18-13, Warren Central. They've led by as many as 5 on 3 occasions. Ashland led once at 9-8.
After that quarter, the Tomcats going through their bench. Ryan Bonner met them halfway out and then started doing this. Say, let's calm down. You know, we know what we have to do. That's one quarter. We got 3 left. Let's go play Tomcat basketball.
Both teams shooting the ball well. Ashland 56%, Warren Central 55%. Ashland Tomcat basketball. Jennings is out there along with Carter, Conway, DeBoard, and Freeze. DeBoard has it right now. Gives it to Conway, back to the board. Over to Jennings. Now they work it back out to Conway. Back over to the board. The board takes it to the free throw line. Has it stripped away, but a whistle and a foul. Going to call it on
Wells.
Yeah, Tavion Wells, his first, team second. Wells, along with Whitney, Unseld, Walkup, and Villa Fuente on the floor for Warren Central. Carter has it on the right side. Kicks the ball back outside to Conway, back to Carter. Carter being guarded by Walkup. Man-to-man defense. DeBoard with Villa Fuente on him. Breeze taking him to the inside. A little mismatch. They kick it back out to Carter. Can't get the shot. Drives, puts up a shot. No good. Fight for the rebound. Carter comes up with it. Gets rid of it. Throws a pass to the corner, but it's picked off. Here comes Warren Central. Here's Unseld. And will it count? He hit it.
Well, they had a charging call or a legal screen away from the play on Warren Central, so it's going to be Tomcat basketball.
Walkup committed a foul. His first, team third, on the opposite side of the floor.
Yeah, a little illegal screen, and Tomcats will get it back.
Dodged the bullet there. Here comes the board on a dead run. And defense catches up, goes to Jennings. Deep three, got it. Braxton Jennings. He hit the game winner against Owensboro. He pulls up one here. It makes it a 2-point ball game, 18-16. Unseld inside. Whitney spins against Breeze, puts it up off the glass for Kentucky Farmers bank shot. 9 points for Whitney. 20-16, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Walkup. It'll stay with Ashland. Coming back into the ball game, Amari Glover. He'll replace Tavion Wells.
Coach Unseld, he did in the previous game, using the bench quite often.
Nice little give and go. Carter going down the lane, scoops it up from the left side with his right hand, gets his first regular field goal. He has 5 points, and he cuts this lead to 2 again at 20-18. Walk up with the basketball, and there's a nice little touch pass, but then good defense down low as the ball's knocked loose. Glover touch pass to Whitney. Whitney looked like he had an easy 2, but it was deflected away. Couldn't tell if it was Jennings or Freeze that got a hand on it. But it'll stay with Warren Central. Lob comes into Whitney. Whitney, spin move on Freeze, drives, stops, gives the ball to Glover. He puts it up and in. Glover with 3. Lead is 4. Here comes the board. Gets it to Carter. Carter gets the ball to Jennings. Back to Carter. Carter going to drive down the lane. Kick the ball in the corner to Freeze. Back out to the board. The board out to Conway. Over to Jennings. Jennings back out to the board. The board. Walk up on him. Is going to drive. Kick the ball in the corner. 3 ball on the way. Won't go. Fight for the rebound. Tips around. Somehow Ashland comes up with it. And now the ball loose on the floor again. And they kick it out to the board for 3. And he got it. His second 3. And Ashland cuts the lead to 1 at 22-21. Lob into Whitney. Whitney puts it on the floor. Spin move against Freeze. And he was just taking him to school on that one. And Freeze did the only thing he could do is foul him.
Had to try to stop him, couldn't do. He knew he was beat. And some free throws coming up.
Freeze second personal foul, team foul number 5.
Whitney at the line. He's 1 of 2 so far in the ball game.
9 points, make it 10. He hits the first one. Checking back in will be Malik Jefferson. If he makes this one, he does.
And in the game for Warren Central is number 2, Malik Jefferson.
Whitney will get a rest. 11 points in the first half. Carter with the basketball. Brings the ball over on the left side, gives the ball off to the board. The board comes out to Conway. Conway back over to the board. The board with the basketball, backs it out. The board kicks the ball over to Jennings. Jennings comes back over, gives the ball to the board to Conway. Conway to Freeze. Freeze back out to Conway, back over to the board. He's going to drive, tries to go inside, and that's a very, very late whistle. Ashland got one there.
Yeah, I come in pretty late. And Coach Unseld let one of the officials know that was late. And he's right.
Unseld picks up the foul. The board will shoot 2. First one is good. One more. Good. 8 points for the board, and Ryan Bonner wants a 30-second timeout. 4:32 left in the first half. Ashland hanging with Warren Central. It's 3.
When you visit Lexington for work or play, plan your stay at the newly renovated Homewood Suites, conveniently located off I-75 in the Hamburg Pavilion. With studio and 1-bedroom suites, you'll find all the modern comforts of home. They've got a full hot breakfast daily. Wednesday night, you can enjoy an evening social. They've got a fitness center. Wi-Fi is free. Pool, sports court, the outdoor kitchen, and the fire pit. Call 859-5 reservation. Make your home away from home in Lexington. Homewood Suites by Hilton at Hamburg. 4 minutes, 32 seconds. Game number 2 here at Rupp. Earlier, Woodford County knocked off Elizabethtown 59-48.
Warren Central basketball coming the length of the floor. They lead by 1, 24-23. Villa Fuente with the basketball. Takes it over to Glover on the left side. Glover looking for someone. Now finally gets the ball to Jefferson. And a deep 3 by Unseld. His second Clark's pump and shot 3-point shot. The lead is back up to 4. Carter with the basketball. Jefferson on him. Brings it in the front court. Kicks it over to the board. The board. Glover coming out on him. Comes back over to Carter. Carter starts to drive. Gets cut off. Comes back to the board. He starts to penetrate. Feed the ball to Freeze. Knocked away. Picked off. Here comes A bad pass now by Warren Central. DeBoard coming the other way. He'll lay it up and in. DeBoard with 10 points in this first half. That was just a bad pass by Walkup.
Yep.
27-25. Villafuente looking at a 2-3 Ashland zone. Walkup goes inside. Glover, spin move, put it up and in. Glover with 5 points as they exploit the middle of that 2-3 zone to make it 29-25. Here comes Conway with the basketball, races it in the front court. Gives the ball to Carter. 2:55 to play in the first half. Carter with the basketball, kicks the ball over to DeBoard. DeBoard puts it on the floor. Going to start the drive, has the ball stripped away and stolen. Taken away by Glover. Here's a pass down the floor from Unseld to Jefferson.
You just can't turn it over against this ball team right now. They're going to score on you as they did right now, up 31-25.
Jefferson with the easy basket, and Carter got stopped and back for it as the ball knocked loose. He had to pick it up. He had nobody back there to help him, and Ryan Bonner has to call a timeout. 2:25 left. He has to burn one. There'll be another media timeout coming up in just a little bit. But we'll step out for 60 seconds. 2:25 to play in the half. Warren Central 31, Ashland 25 on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
WLGC-FM, Greenup.
When you're checking into insurance for you, your family, or your business, check with Charles Adams Insurance, your trusted, locally owned independent insurance agency. Charles Adams Insurance is now operating with locations in both Ashland and Greenup. See Charles Adams Insurance for all your personal and business insurance needs. Call 606-325-9709. Charles Adams Insurance wishes the Ashland Tomcats the best of luck in the state tournament. Success comes with teamwork. At Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union, we have one goal, one team, with people helping people. Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union salutes all the athletes who strive to be their best, as do all your friends at Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union. 2321 Carter Avenue, Ashland. Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Ashland basketball. Ball comes into the board. The board with the basketball. Going to bring it in the front court, being guarded by Villafuente. And we've got a whistle and a foul to get the ball to Carter, and he is fouled by Jefferson. He'll pick up his first, team foul number 5, and we'll take another timeout. 2:15 left as we have the media timeout. Warren Central by 6 over Ashland on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
The Tri-State's first live video streaming service since 2010.
Around the corner or around the world with the Greenup Beacon.
Keeping you in touch, our community commitment. The Greenup Beacon and greenupbeacon.com.
Bringing your world, the Beacon Media Group.
Hello, I'm Michael Bowling, Senior Vice President of Kentucky Farmers Bank. When you do business with Kentucky Farmers Bank, you're making an investment in your community. Your money stays local, we never sell your loan, and in turn, we invest in local families, churches, schools, and charities. We believe in our community, and that's why we are the better bank for loans.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for loans since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back here to Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky. Haywood's Court, Mountain Dew broadcast table. Kent Robinson looking in on the Warren Central bench.
Yeah, well, the trainer was spraying something on Jefferson, and he looked at Coach Unseld and said, man, that's cold. Wasn't a cut or anything. Coach Unseld's still on the bench. He says, we got to be solid to take care of the ball. He says, I like what you're doing. You're turning them over. If we can keep scoring off the turnovers, we're probably going to be all right. So he told him to play solid and keep doing what you're doing when they turn the ball over to try to get it back down the floor and score points. Tomcats hanging around, Jimbo, 31-25.
Yeah, sure are. DeBoard will inbound the basketball. He's leading them right now with 10 points. Looking to get it in, gets it into Freeze, gives it right back to the board. Comes over to Carter. Carter has Unseld on him, now backs it out. Conway has it. Gives it back to Carter. Tries to drive, can't. Goes baseline, kicks it all the way back out to the board. DeBoard fakes his man, puts up the three. Can't get it to go. And the rebound goes to Glover. Here comes Glover of Warren Central. Gets the ball to Whitney. Whitney going to come back out near steal by Davis as he comes over to Jefferson. But Jefferson gets it. Now they work the ball down to Glover on the baseline. Gives it back to Unseld for three. This one's off the mark. Rebound Whitney. And Carter fighting for it.
Jump ball.
Possession arrow goes to Warren Central. Warren Central's Villa Fuente will inbound. Has the ball knocked away by DeBoard and goes right into the hands of Conway. Ashland gets it on the turnover.
Yep. See if they can convert.
DeBoard to Carter. Carter with the basketball. Going to take it over on the right side. Drives into the paint. Spins. Scoops up a shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Last touch, they say, by Jefferson. I don't think so.
I think Ashland got a break. I think Nate Freeze got his right hand trying to curl it in, one-handed rebound. Knocked it out of bounds, but Mr. Official says DeBoard will take it out of bounds.
Comes to Carter. Carter gets it over to Davis. Wide open three. Can't get it to go. And we got timeout as once again, player loses the shoe. This time it's Jefferson. They need to lace their shoes up a little bit.
Double knot them bad boys. Size 14 Nike.
Lace those shoes up, boys.
Got some big feet.
Inside 45 seconds to play in the half. Still a 6-point lead. We've been stuck at 31-25 a while. Villa Fuente. Give and go. Bad pass. Trying to get it to Glover. Here comes DeBoard the other way. Layup. Got it. DeBoard with 12 points. Ball comes in to Walkup. Walkup going to give it to Villa Fuente. 4-point lead. 31-27. Unseld goes to Whitney at the high post. Whitney working on Freeze. Kicks it outside. They work it back down in. Puts it up off the glass. Scores, and he's fouled. I think Warren Central can really exploit Ashland inside.
Used up a little bit of clock.
Glover has 7 points. The foul is on Davis, his first, team 6. 7.8 seconds left. The lead is back up to 6 and make it 7 with the made free throw. And here comes DeBoard with the basketball. He's double streamed. He loses it. Picked up by Whitney. Whitney gets it to Villa Fuente at the buzzer. It's no good. Ryan Bonner looked at the official, thought maybe there should have been a foul there, but no call. We've come to the end of one half of play. Warren Central leading Ashland 34-27. We'll be back with our halftime show in a couple of moments here on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
The second quarter has been brought to you by the Hogs Trough in Grayson. Check out the slow smoked barbecue pork, brisket, chicken, beef, and more at the Hogs Trough in Grayson. Spring is coming, but the specials are already here at Clark's Pump and Chops of the Tri-State. Assorted cheese mix and bugle snacks, 2 for $4. Jack Link beef jerky, 3.25 ounce size, $6.99. Assorted Hershey king size candy bars, 2 for $3. Assorted Kellogg's Pop Tarts, 2 for $2. Great specials plus quality Argo gasoline is what you'll find at Clark's Pump and Chops of the Tri-State. Clark's Pump and Chops, return, refresh, refuel. Lewis Family Care on Midland Trail in Ashland is board certified. Family medicine, primary care clinic accepting new patients. If it's osteopathic, manipulative therapy you need, see Dr. Matthew T. Lewis, D.O. For other family medical needs, see Eilena Boggs, PRN. Call 606-928-7755 for the caring, professional, board certified medical practitioners at Lewis Family Care, your primary care clinic, 6572 Midland Trail Road, Ashland. That's 606-928-7755.
Wouldn't it be nice to start your day with a homemade breakfast and a freshly ground whole bean roasted cup of coffee? Well, at Tudor's Biscuit World, every day starts with freshly cracked eggs, sizzling bacon and sausage. And you can't forget the mouth-watering made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuits hot from the oven. Whether you're spending it with us or taking it to go, mornings always sound this great at Tudor's. Sounds great, tastes better. Tudor's Biscuit World.
Scott Sharp, your 100th district representative, wishes the best of luck to the Ashland Tomcats in the Boys Sweet 16. Just as Scott Sharp works hard for you, he understands the hard work each team puts in to get to the state competition. As your representative, his team puts forth all they have for the betterment of Kentuckians. Continue to strive to be the best, young athletes. Best of luck to the Tomcats from your 100th district representative, Scott Sharp.
Back at Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky, Jim Forrest along with Kent Robinson. As we're at halftime of the second quarterfinal game, and Warren Central leading Ashland by a score of 34-27. Had two ties in the first half at 6 and 9. Ashland's biggest lead was 1 at 9-8. Warren Central's biggest lead was the halftime lead that they have right now of 7 at 34-27. At the end of the first quarter, it was 18-13. Warren Central by 5. In that second quarter, Warren Central outscores Ashland 16-14 to lead by 7 here at halftime, 34-27. The winner of this ball game will move on to take on Woodford County tomorrow morning at 11 in the first semifinal game. We'll take a break. When we come back, Kent will have a look at the first half numbers and scoring. We'll do all of that in a couple of moments here on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
For some great tasting sweet treats, visit Double Drizzle, 6926 U.S. Route 60, next to the Summit Giovanni's. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., closed Sundays and Mondays. Enjoy their award-winning sweet treats such as custom cakes, fudge, candy, cream horns, banana nut bread, cookies, and so much more, all made fresh daily. Double Drizzle, 6926 Route 60, next to the Summit Giovanni's. Call 606-928-CAKE and check them out on Facebook.
People ask us sometimes if Pepsi is different here in Ohio than in other places. And the answer is, yeah, we think so. Because the taste of something is so totally deliciously affected by the flavor of everything around it. And when that flavor is Ohio, well, it's got to be better somehow. Hey, we should know. We bottle the Pepsi you know and love right here in Ohio. So when you pour yourself an ice cold Pepsi, remember, there's some OHIO in there. And that's part of why we say Pepsi, like Ohio, is oh so refreshing.
Since 1959, Ashland Office Supply Office USA has been your one-stop shop for all your product needs, offering great service, competitive pricing, and quality products from general supplies like pens, calendars, and envelopes, ink supplies including laser toner, inkjet cartridges, ribbons, and paper, to equipment like laser printers, inkjet printers, fax machines, and shredders. Ashland Office Supply Office USA has it all. Go online to ashlandoffice.com and try the online purchasing system. Call toll-free at 800-926-1267. That's Ashland Office Supply Office USA, 2100 29th Street, Ashland.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Welcome back to Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky, on this St. Patty's Day, 2023. 34-27. Warren Central leading the Ashland Tomcats by 7 to see who will move on to the semifinals tomorrow. Kent has a look at the first half numbers.
Asher Atkins has started, has not played, only played 3 minutes. Tristan Davis with no points, played 10 minutes. Xander Carter, 2 of 4 shooting for 5 points. Tucker Conway has 3 points. It's Race the Board leading everybody for the Cats with 12 points. Braxton Jennings off the bench with 3. Nate Freeze has 4. For Warren Central, Chappelle Whitney has 11 points. Demeron Walkup with 2. Cade Unseld with 11 points. Amari Glover with 8. And Malik Jefferson has 2. For Warren Central, first half shooting 6 of 11 for 54.5%. From three-point land, they were 1 of 5 for a dismal 20%. Free throw shooting, pretty good, though. 5 of 7, 71.4%. For the Tomcats, they were 5 of 9 in the first half for 55.6%. From three-point land, 3 of 7, 42.9%. Turnovers for the Tomcats, 6. Warren Central had 4. Points off turnovers are even for both teams, each with 7. Total rebounds, you had 6 for the Tomcats and 9 for Warren Central. Defensively, 3 for the Cats and 6 for Warren Central. Offensive rebounds, each team sharing with 3. Second chance points, each team with 3. Bench points, it was Tomcats 7, Warren Central 2. And we had no points in the paint, so, you know, your thoughts on the first half? You know, Warren Central playing very, very well. One of the favorites coming in, having a great season, 33-1. But now the Tomcats, Jim, hanging around, only down 34-27.
Well, they're hitting their threes. They're 5 of 11 in the first half, which is good. They're shooting the ball well, 52%. Now, the key is Warren Central shooting 66.7% because we're getting a lot of shots inside, pretty close. Rebounds, I think Ashland, one of the keys, Ryan Bonner said we got to rebound against this team. I think they are rebounding pretty good. They're only, been out-rebounded by 3. Turnovers, not a real big factor in this ball game. Ashland's turned it over, Warren Central's turned it over 4.
Yeah.
So I think if you're Ryan Bonner and you go in the locker room right now, you're saying, hey, we're within 7 points of a team that's only been beat 1 time this year.
That's pretty good.
I think they like where they are. If they continue to hit their shots, and if they make the adjustments that they know Warren Central's going to make, because they're going to have to react to whatever adjustments Warren Central makes.
Yeah, I think you're right. You know, the three-point shooting is doing very well. They've not gone to the free throw line. That could change as we go in the second half of play.
We'll take a break, come back with more of our halftime show in a couple of moments on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
Lewis Family Care on Midland Trail in Ashland is board certified. Family medicine, primary care clinic, accepting new patients. If it's osteopathic, manipulative therapy you need, see Dr. Matthew T. Lewis, D.O. For other family medical needs, see Eileen Boggs, PRN. Call 606-928-7755 for the caring, professional, board certified medical practitioners at Lewis Family Care, your primary care clinic, 6572 Midland Trail Road, Ashland. That's 606-928-7755. In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Buying a home is a milestone, red letter day, and a dream come true for many families. The Commercial Bank of Grayson can help you realize that dream of home ownership with fixed and adjustable rate mortgages, construction loans, and affordable payments. So whether you are building or buying a first home or an upgrade, talk to the Commercial Bank of Grayson and Olive Hill. Here for you for 125 years and counting. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For some great tasting sweet treats, visit Double Drizzle, 6926 U.S. Route 60, next to the Summit Giovanni's. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., closed Sundays and Mondays. Enjoy their award-winning sweet treats such as custom cakes, fudge, candy, cream horns, banana nut bread, cookies, and so much more, all made fresh daily. Double Drizzle, 6926 Route 60, next to the Summit Giovanni's. Call 606-928-CAKE and check them out on Facebook.
Welcome back to Rupp Arena. Chip Morris, Kent Robinson, Dickie Martin, James Collier on the Schoolboy Radio Network. First game today saw Woodford County defeat Elizabethtown 59-48. They made it to the semifinals. And in the second game, Warren Central leading Ashland by 7, 34-27. Woodford County awaits the winner of this game tomorrow morning at 11. Tonight, Frederick Douglass, 32-2, will take on Male, 26-10. That game will tip off at 6. Our pregame will start at 5:35. And then at 8:30 tonight, Lyon County, 31-5, will take on Clark County, 28-5. Pregame at 8:05 for that one. We started out 16 teams and soon to have it down to the Final Four. And we're just about ready to start the second half of this one. Again, 2 ties, 6 and 9. 1 lead change in the ball game. And the biggest lead in the ball game is your halftime score of 34-27 by Warren Central. Ashland's biggest lead was 1 at 9-8. We got a final break to get in. We'll take that. We'll come back, get you ready for the second half. Stay with us. Your halftime score, Warren Central 34, Ashland 27. Back in a moment on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
Hi, this is Kevin Johnston, Boyd County Clerk. I'd like to wish the Ashland Tomcats the best of luck in the state tournament. These athletes work hard on the court and in the classroom. I would just like to remind you of our 3 locations to serve our residents: 1505 Carter Avenue, Suite 100, 1315 Cannonsburg Road, located on the front side of Members Choice Credit Union, and at our Calixburg Courthouse location at 2800 Louisa Street. Again, just like to wish the Ashland Tomcats the best of luck at state.
When you're checking into insurance for you, your family, or your business, check with Charles Adams Insurance, your trusted, locally owned independent insurance agency. Charles Adams Insurance is now operating with locations in both Ashland and Greenup. See Charles Adams Insurance for all your personal and business insurance needs. Call 606-325-9709. Charles Adams Insurance wishes the Ashland Tomcats the best of luck in the state tournament. The third quarter is brought to you by the accounting firm of Griffith, Delaney, Hillman, and Lett. For all your tax and accounting needs, see the pros at Griffith, Delaney, Hillman, and Lett.
Jim Forrest, Kent Robinson back with you at Rupp Arena as the Ashland Tomcats trail Warren Central by 7, trying to make it to the state semifinals. Both teams out, finishing up their halftime warm-ups. And it'll be Ashland basketball when we start the second half. DeBoard moving the ball down the floor in a hurry, able to pick up a couple of threes. Also able to get a couple of breakouts. He leads the Tomcats with 12 points. And working the ball inside, Whitney has 11 points. Glover has 8 working inside. Then Unseld with 2 threes and a field goal with 3 threes. He has 11 also to lead Warren Central. I think Ashland has to continue to protect the basketball, not turn it over, continue to rebound with them, and hopefully make threes. If they start missing the threes, they could be in trouble.
And so far, so good for them doing that. You know, they're 5 of 11. If they could continue to make some when they need to. They should be okay. I mean, kudos to them, man, playing a team that's only lost one game all year, and you're in the quarterfinals of the state tournament, only down 34-27. I'd say coming into today's game, Ryan Bonner's had them somewhat prepared, or if not prepared, because they're really playing well. Because Warren Central, in their first game, they blew out Pulaski County 80-55, and the Cats are just hanging around right now. But to basically say what you just said, keep doing what you're doing. Watch the turnovers, watch your foul trouble.
It'll be Carter, along with the board, Atkins, Davis, Conway on the floor for the Tomcats. Conway has it on the left wing. Kicks it out to the board. The board going to try to shake and bake and drive. Lost the handle. Picks it back up. Whitney, Unseld, Villafuente, Glover, and Walkup on the floor for Warren Central. In the corner, 3-ball on the way. No good by DeBoard. Fight for the rebound, and Carter had it. Got the ball in the paint, and a shot put up no good by Atkins, and the rebound goes to Warren Central. And now we got what? A foul on Warren Central?
Yeah, charging call. He ran over Davis.
So Walkup is going to be pick up the foul, his second. Team's first of the second half.
Well, Davis that close to the hoop. He needs to put those in. But he did take the charging call, so we'll go back the other way. Tomcat basketball.
Davis with the basketball. Gives it off to Carter. Carter starts to drive, gets cut off. Backs it back out. Now starts to drive again. Spins. Nowhere to go with it. Being guarded by Whitney. Now gets to the board. The board looks, kicks it in the corner. Driving.
Nice.
Reverse layup put up no good by Asher Atkins. And the rebound goes to Warren Central. Here comes Walkup. Oh, he slammed it and it wouldn't go. Tried a one-handed slam, did not go. Rebound. DeBoard's going to try to take it coast to coast. He reversed layup. He put it up and in.
He did that in Moorhead. Coach Unseld did not like that at all.
So Ashland strikes first, cuts the lead to 5. 34-29. Villafuente with the basketball. Comes over to Unseld. Unseld. High post to Glover. Back over Villafuente. 3-ball. Won't go. Rebound Carter. Carter quickly gets it out to the board. The board might have carried it, got by with it.
Yeah.
Now he's going to take it into the lane, scoop it up, and score. DeBoard having a big day. He has 16 points. Driving down the lane, Villafuente. He lays it up off the glass. His first bucket of the ball game. 36-31, back to a 5-point lead for Warren Central. Here's Carter. He starts to drive. Villafuente takes the ball away from him. Here comes Villafuente. He'll feed the ball, and Carter takes it away. He was trying to feed the ball to Walkup coming behind him, but Carter got in front of the lane. Coach Unseld really unhappy with that.
Carter stride by stride gets the turnover.
Good hustle coming back. Carter
he walks.
No call. Lost the handle. Gets the ball out to Villafuente. Down to Walkup. He'll lay this one up and in. Wasn't going to try anything there.
No chances. No, sir.
Lead is back up to 7 at 38-31. DeBoard with the basketball. They have really done a great job on Xander Carter. They've held him to 5 points. Here's driving down the lane, putting up a shot, no good. With the rebound was Davis had the ball stripped away from him, but he goes and gets it back and takes it out and gives it to Conway. Back to Davis. Now back to the board. The board with the basketball. Looks for a screen. Gets it, shake and bake, stops, comes out. Carter, open three. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the rebound. Glover has it. Good inside position on Asher Atkins. Here comes Villafuente with the basketball. His team up by 7 with 4:23 left in the third. Glover has it. Goes inside. Driving with the basketball. Putting it up. No good is Whitney. Rebound goes to the Cats. Here comes the board. He has the ball stripped away. Picked up by Villafuente. Villafuente to Walkup. Walkup spins. Shoots. No good. Got his own rebound. No good. Fight for the rebound. Whitney got it. Goes up, foul. Just relentless on the offensive boards that time, Warren Central.
And that's what they did the other day against Pulaski County.
The board picks up the foul, his second, team's first. And going to the free throw line will be Whitney. He has 11 points to go along with 6 rebounds. And the first free throw is good. He has now hit 4 out of 5. And the lead is 8, which is the biggest of the ball game. Jennings comes back into the ball game for Ashland. And Freeze is back in. Second free throw is good. Whitney will get a rest. 9-point lead right now at 40-31. The board with the basketball for Ashland. Guarded by Walkup. Warren Central still the man-to-man. Carter has it on the right side. Switch. Now Jefferson, the board loses the handle. Falling out of bounds, gets it back to Carter. They come back over to Jennings. Jennings has Villafuente on him. The board with Glover now on him.
Oh, about lost it.
Comes back over to Jennings. Jennings still has it. Leaves it back off for Carter. 3:28 to play in the third. The board being guarded by Glover. And timeout going to be called by Ryan Bonner, or a foul inside.
Foul. Jefferson, who just come back in the ball game, commits a foul.
Down low, him and Freeze jockeying for position down there. His second, team second. Ball comes to Freeze in the corner, comes out to Carter. Back over to Atkins. Atkins out to the board. The board back over to Jennings. Back over to Atkins. Atkins out to Carter. Carter back over to the board. The board going to drive into the paint, and his pass to Freeze is deflected, but Freeze gets it out to Carter. Carter has it knocked loose by Unseld, picked up by Villafuente. He'll drive all the way, scoop it up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Jennings comes out there with it. Gets the ball to Freeze. Has the board down the floor. Finally gets it to the board. The board's going to drive into the paint, kick the ball outside. Carter open for 3, and he got it.
He needed that, Jim. He and the Tomcats needed that triple.
40-34, cuts the lead back to 6. Unseld to Villafuente. Villafuente out to Glover. 2:27 to go in the third. Whitney gets ready to check back in for Unseld. Villafuente comes back out to Glover. Glover, high post, gets the ball to Walkup. Now they get back to Villafuente. They get the ball inside. Here's Walkup in the paint. He'll take it up off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Asher Atkins. He quickly brings it in the front court, and that's over and back.
Asher thought he'd already crossed the stripe and did not. Turnover and a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, Atkins just didn't realize it. The board did. He knew. He tried to throw it, but he couldn't. So there's a timeout on the floor with 2:06 left in the third quarter. Warren Central 40, Ashland 34. Back in a moment on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
Introducing Ashland, Kentucky's newest LS tractor dealer, but with a very familiar name. Gillum Service and Repair has all your power equipment needs and is freshly stocked just in time with tractors, implements, and genuine LS parts. Gillum's has all you need to make rural living smoother. Stop in and check them out today at Gillum Service and Repair, 8611 US 60 Ashland. Ashland, Kentucky's newest LS tractor dealer. Gillum's is hardcore lawn gear. Success comes with teamwork. At Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union, we have one goal, one team, with people helping people. Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union salutes all the athletes who strive to be their best, as do all your friends at Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union. 2321 Carter Avenue, Ashland. Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Back at Rupp Arena, Kaywood Court. Mountain Dew broadcast table. Jim Morris, Kent Robinson. 2:06 left in the third quarter. Warren Central got the lead out to 9, but a 3 by Xander Carter has cut it to 6.
Hanging in there. You're right, the board trying to get it over the mid-court stripe and just couldn't do it. Ryan Bonner still has his club in the huddle. Tomcats 13 of 28 shooting for the game, 46%. Warren Central 54% for 14 of 26. The Tomcats had 4 turnovers in the last 3 minutes and 3 minutes and 57 seconds. They're still hanging around, only down 6, Jim.
Turned it over 10 times in the ball game, but 4 of those in the last 4 minutes. Glover over to Villafuente. Villafuente back to Glover. Unselt down low, driving, kicking the ball back out. Now they get the ball to Glover. Glover is fouled by Jennings.
I think it's got too close.
Nope, it's not going to be on Jennings. It's going to be on Atkins. Team second. Looks like Jennings from here.
Yeah, they looked at him.
Unselt looking to get the ball in bounds, and finally does. Gets it to Villafuente. Villafuente comes outside that. Whitney's going to drive on 3 into the paint, puts up the tough shot, can't get it to go. Got his own rebound, looks for help, comes outside. Now they get the ball to Unselt, down low. Glover wide open, put it up and in.
Jennings got over, but too late.
42-34, back to an 8-point lead. DeBoard with the basketball. Minute 29 to play in the third. DeBoard kicks the ball out to Jennings. Jennings going to drive into the paint. Now stop, get the ball in the corner. 3 ball on the way. Atkins can't get it to go. Rebound, Unselt. Quickly gets the ball up to Glover. Glover over to Villafuente. Villafuente gets the ball back over to Glover. Here's Whitney in the paint. He's going to drive. Put it up. No good. Got his own rebound. Knocked out of his hands. Whistle foul. Freeze, I believe, is going to get called for the foul. No. Going to be Atkins. That's his 4th. Team's 3rd. And going back to the free throw line will be Chappelle Whitney. He is 5 of 6 from the line, 13 points. And he misses the first one short. Tristan Davis comes in. Atkins sits down. Walkup comes back in, and Glover sits down for Warren Central. Self Pharmacy substitutes. Free throw up. It's good. $14 points for Chappelle Whitney. And again, tying the shoelace is Jefferson because he didn't want the shoe to come off.
Again.
Full court pressure by Warren Central. Davis gets it into Carter. Carter will work it up against Jefferson. Kicks the ball on the left side to the board. The board to basketball. Shake and bake, kicks the ball over to Davis. Davis comes back out to Carter. Carter, 37 seconds to play in the quarter. Comes to the board. The board, a little shake and bake. Going to drive all the way in. Puts up a tough shot and scores. DeBoard with 18 points, 6 in this quarter. Unselt with the basketball. Comes back out top. Now they go to Unselt. Back out top. Villafuente. Now high post. They get the ball to Whitney. Whitney has it, spins, turns, tries to go down low. Deflected away by either Freeze or Carter. Couldn't see if he got a hand on it.
I think it was Xander.
But with 5.5 seconds left, it'll be Warren Central's ball underneath their own basket. Up by 7, 43-36. Lob comes out to Whitney. He's got to get a shot off, and he does, and he can't get it to go, and it's tipped up and in by Glover. Freeze hit the deck. There was no call, and the ball hanging on the rim. Glover tips it up and in, and that's how the quarter ends with a 9-point lead, equaling the biggest of the ball game for Warren Central. At the end of 3, Warren Central 45, Ashland 36. Back in a moment on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
The third quarter has been brought to you by the accounting firm of Griffith, Delaney, Hillman, and Lett. Let them help you with all your tax and accounting needs. That's Griffith, Delaney, Hillman, and Lett.
Visit Broadway Books, 1537 Winchester Avenue, Ashland. Or come see them at the Paramount Arts Center for a performance by David Sedaris on April 6th and a book signing. Or join them for one of their many book clubs. Be a part of their tournament of books. Follow them on Facebook to vote for your favorite book throughout the tournament. There will be random prizes during the tournament, and if you pick the winner, you get a chance for a $50 gift card. Broadway Books, 1537 Winchester Avenue, across from the Cameo Arcade and Cool Hits 105.7, downtown Ashland.
Home is where you hang your hat. And if you're looking for a newer, nicer home to hang your hat in, talk to the Commercial Bank of Grayson. You'll like our selection of fixed and adjustable rate mortgages and competitive rates. We also offer construction loans, auto loans, online and mobile banking, and many other services. Commercial Bank of Grayson, Grayson and Olive Hill, here for you for 125 years and counting. And you can hang your hat on that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shawnee State University. Let Shawnee State help you write your success story. Go to shawneestate.edu for more information.
Back here at the Mountain Dew broadcast table at Rupp Arena, Kaywood's Court. We've completed 3 quarters, and Warren Central has a 9-point lead at 45-36. In that third quarter, they outscored the Tomcats 11-9. That equals their biggest lead of the ball game. At 40-31, they now lead at 45-36. And Warren Central will get the ball to start the fourth and final period. Villafuente brings the ball in the front court, guarded by the board. Takes it on the right side, goes down in the corner to Whitney. Whitney looking. Now puts it on the floor and still has the ball. Comes back out to Villafuente. Villafuente gives the ball out to Glover. Glover with the basketball, guarded by Carter. Goes in the corner to Whitney. Whitney comes back out to Villafuente. Now they go back over to Walkup. Walkup back to Whitney. Whitney comes back out to Villafuente. Villafuente comes over. They look trying to just set a rolling screens. Now Glover comes back out to Villafuente. Working back over again. Driving with the basketball, pulling up. Whitney on a baseline jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped out by Unseld, and picking up the loose ball, Villafuente.
Set it up again.
Reset. Wasted over a minute of the fourth quarter already with a 9-point lead. They're no hurt.
No, don't need to be.
Villafuente is going to take it over on the right side, give it to Walkup. He goes to Whitney, to Villafuente for 3. Got it. All of that, and Villafuente knocks down a Clark Puppet Shop 3. His first of the ball game. He has 5 points.
Their biggest lead.
48-36, 12-point lead. Carter driving all the way, kicks it in the corner. They get it out to Jennings for 3, and he knocks it down. Braxton Jennings with his second 3 of the ball game to get it right back to 9 again at 48-39. I'd find him every time I could down court.
I think so.
Villafuente gets the ball down in the corner. Now they find Unseld. Unseld spins, kicks it back out to Villafuente. Thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Now he spins. He's going to drive, stop, put up a little shot off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound Freeze. Freeze gets it to the board. Ashland wants to run. The board's going to try to take it all the way, and he got fouled from behind. Whitney tried to get the ball as he was going with it. He did get a piece of the ball, but he got his hand too. And Whitney will pick up the personal foul. His first, team's third. But it will send the board to the free throw line. He's 2 of 2, 18 points to lead the Tomcats. And the free throw's good. He has one more. And this one rims out. Unseld with the rebound. Gets it to Villa Fuente. 8-point ball game at 48-40. 5.5 to play. Glover with the basketball. Gets the ball to Villa Fuente. Villa Fuente gives the ball back over to Unseld. Unseld with the basketball. Just holds it. Now he's going to try to drive into the lane. Looks. Comes up with a shot blocked by Asher Atkins. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up down low by Whitney. Puts it up and in.
Nate Freeze, nothing he could do. He was turning the other direction. Bucket 4, Warren Central.
16 for Whitney in the ball game. Back to a 10-point lead, 50-40. Here's a drive by DeBoer, and that's going to be a charge. As Whitney set up to take that one, DeBoer was going to go no matter what. As once he got that first step, but Whitney just slid over, was right there. And DeBoer picks up his third personal foul. Team foul on Ashland, number 4. Villa Fuente gets the ball to Whitney. Whitney with the basketball. Pulls up. Looks for Glover. Now finally does get it to Glover. Now gets it to Villa Fuente. 4.5 to play. Villa Fuente comes out to Glover. Glover gets the ball over on the right side to Walkup. Walkup back out to Whitney. Lob inside over the head of Unseld. Good idea by Whitney because Unseld had his man on his back hip, but he threw it too high. Ashland gets it off the turnover. See if they can do something with it, down by 10. Carter with the basketball. Working off the left wing. Wanted to take the three, couldn't get the distance he wanted, separation. Goes to Jennings. Jennings over to Atkins.
Since 1959, Ashland Office Supply Office USA has been your one-stop shop for all your product needs, offering great service, competitive pricing, and quality products from general supplies like pens, calendars, and envelopes, ink supplies including laser toner, inkjet cartridges, ribbons, and paper, to equipment like laser printers, inkjet printers, fax machines, and shredders. Ashland Office Supply Office USA has it all. Go online to ashlandoffice.com and try the online purchasing system. Call toll-free at 800-926-1267.
Back here at Rupp Arena, we apologize for technical problems, but Carter driving to the basket got fouled. He's at the free throw line. He made the first one, and he makes the second one. His first 2 free throws of the ball game. And Ashland will press full court. Ball comes into Walkup. So cut the lead to 8. 50-42 on the 2 made free throws by Carter. Warren Central with the basketball. Down to 3:40 to play in the game. Whitney with the basketball, looking. Comes back out, gives the ball once again to Villa Fuente. Villa Fuente comes to Unseld. Unseld puts up the jumper, got it to go. Atkins went into the front row.
He's wide open.
And Unseld comes up with the bucket, his first of the second half. He has 13. Jennings comes back out to the board, to Carter. He's going to drive, put up the shot off the glass, can't get it to go. Whitney with the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Villa Fuente. Down to Glover. Glover, nice pass to Whitney, put it up and in. Beautiful pass. All of a sudden, it's back up to 12 at 54-42. Here's a deep 3 by Carter, no good. Long rebound run down by Freeze in the corner. He'll drive, kick it outside to the board. 2:45 to play in the game. DeBoer with the basketball. Unseld on him, trying to shake and bake. He'll pull up jumper, got it.
He's having a really nice game.
And timeout called by Ryan Bonner. He'll get this one, and then he'll get the media timeout. And he wanted to talk about it. His team down by 10. 2:38 left in the game. It's Warren Central 54, Ashland 44. Back in a moment on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
When you shop and invest locally, you put in motion a sequence of actions which multiplies the money that is available in our area to create jobs and provide emergency services, police, and fire protection, as well as improving the quality of education in our local schools. Shop and invest locally whenever you can. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
For some great tasting sweet treats, visit Double Drizzle, 6926 U.S. Route 60, next to the Summit Giovanni's. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., closed Sundays and Mondays. Enjoy their award-winning sweet treats such as custom cakes, fudge, candy, cream horns, banana nut bread, cookies, and so much more, all made fresh daily. Double Drizzle, 6926 Route 60, next to the Summit Giovanni's. Call 606-928-CAKE and check them out on Facebook.
2 minutes and 38 seconds left in this ball game. Neither team is in the bonus.
No.
Possession arrow favors Ashland, but Warren Central leads by 10, 54-44.
Coach Unseld, three things he pointed out in the huddle on that timeout. If you miss a shot, let's make the second shot. He says we've got 2:38 to go. We're in control. We're up by 10. We've got plenty of timeouts, and I want you to rebound the basketball.
Warren Central coming the length of the floor. They get the ball in to Glover. Glover guarded by Carter. Gets it to Whitney. Whitney will bring it up against Freeze. That's the matchup I would want too, as far as handling the ball. And he's going to try to take Freeze all the way to the rack. Puts it up short. He got himself too far under. Freeze gets the rebound. Well, he got a step on him, but he just missed the shot. And here's the board just about turned it over. He was able to hang on to the ball after he was going to pass it. Passing lane got in his way, and he kept the dribble. There's Jennings with the basketball. Starts to drive. Gets the ball off to Atkins. Back to Jennings. Three on the way. This one won't go. Rebound Unseld. Unseld to Villafuente. Inside 2 minutes. Glover going to drive all the way. Lay it up. Got it. Fouled by Freeze. Got inside Freeze. Put it up. Freeze fouled him. Freeze third foul. Team fifth. Glover will get the basket and a chance for three the old-fashioned way when we come back. 1:56 left in the ball game. Warren Central 56, Ashland 44. Back in a moment on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
People ask us sometimes if Pepsi is different here in Ohio than in other places. And the answer is, yeah, we think so. Because the taste of something is so totally deliciously affected by the flavor of everything around it. And when that flavor is Ohio, well, it's got to be better somehow. Hey, we should know. We bottle the Pepsi you know and love right here in Ohio. So when you pour yourself an ice cold Pepsi, remember there's some OHIO in there. And that's part of why we say Pepsi, like Ohio, is oh so refreshing.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
1 minute, 56 seconds left in this one. One team will call it a fine season.
Yeah.
The other team will move on to the semifinals.
Coach Unseld saying, Jim, we're up 12. Looked at his point guard over there, Villafuerte, and says, when you get the ball, don't hold it. Bring it down the floor. We can set something up. Remember what I said just a few minutes ago. We have all kinds of timeouts. Up 12, still coaching.
They have 4 timeouts left. Ashland only has 2.
He told them, you know, right before they broke the huddle, yeah, we're up 12. We've got the timeouts and stuff. We ain't won anything yet.
Glover at the line trying to complete the three-point play. He is 2 of 3 from the line tonight, or this afternoon. 14 points. And he missed that one too long, but Unseld had the rebound, knocked out of his hands. That's a terrible call. Ashland's going to get a break. But Glover went up and had the ball, and they knocked it out of his hand.
Freeze knocked it out.
Ball comes into Carter. Carter with the basketball. Bring it up. Villafuente on him. Minute 49 to play. Ashland needs points in a hurry, though. Put down 12. Can't do anything, just dribbling the ball out front. Carter's going to try to drive all the way in. Puts it up, scores. Timeout called. It'll be a 30 if he's got it, but he's going to take a full. So Carter gets the bucket. Minute 38 to go. 10-point ball game. Back in a moment on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
1 minute 38 seconds left. Warren Central up by 10 over the Tomcats of Ashland. Chip Morris, Kent Robinson, courtside, Kaywood Sport, Mountain Dew broadcast table. Warren Central ball coming the length of the floor. Ashland has to foul 2 more times before they put Warren Central at the line. Fuente will trigger the inbound. He'll get it into Glover. And they'll foul Glover. That's team foul number 6. They got to foul somebody again. Of the people out there, Glover, probably the one. He's a 69% free throw shooter. The rest of them shooting the 70s for Warren Central. We get the ball into Whitney, and Whitney is fouled by Freeze. For Freeze, that's going to be his 4th. Team foul number 7, and we'll send Whitney to the free throw line. He's been there 8 times. Hit 6. 18 points to lead Warren Central. Shooting 1 to the bonus. And he's got the first shooter's roll with that one.
Yep.
11-point ball game. Second one, good. 20 for Whitney. Equals the biggest lead again at 12. Here comes Ashland, the board with the basketball. Double team. Lost the handle. Loose on the floor. Picked up. Here comes Walkup. And he'll stuff this one. And that's the exclamation mark. Walkup with the stuff to make it 60-46. And here's a 3 put up by Freeze. It's no good. Rebound unsailed. Tried to go down the floor. Had it knocked away by Freeze. Carter's going to drive, put up the shot, got it to go. And timeout called by Ashland. It'll be their final timeout. We'll step out. 1-point lead for Warren Central with 1:05 to go. 60-48 on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
Since 1959, Ashland Office Supply Office USA has been your one-stop shop for all your product needs, offering great service, competitive pricing, and quality products from general supplies like pens, calendars, and envelopes, ink supplies including laser toner, inkjet cartridges, ribbons, and paper, to equipment like laser printers, inkjet printers, fax machines, and shredders. Ashland Office Supply Office USA has it all. Go online to ashlandoffice.com and try the online purchasing system. Call toll-free at 800-926-1260. 67. That's Ashland Office Supply, Office USA, 2100 29th Street, Ashland.
Scott Sharp, your 100th district representative, wishes the best of luck to the Ashland Tomcats in the Boys Sweet 16. Just as Scott Sharp works hard for you, he understands the hard work each team puts in to get to the state competition. As your representative, his team puts forth all they have for the betterment of Kentuckians. Continue to strive to be the best, young athletes. Best of luck to the Tomcats from your 100th district representative, Scott Sharp.
Coach Gutfeld is going to clear his bench, and I think this was a conversation that Ashland's coach sent a thing down because the referee came down and asked him a question, and he said, I don't mind to clear mine if he wants to clear his. And so he's going to clear his bench as Ashland's going to concede. That way Ashland can get their players in also.
Yep.
And that's nice. That's nice of them to concede. And Ashland gets all 5 new players in also. And it'll be a timeout that has to be called, I guess. 30-second timeout. We'll get one more 30-second break in, can't we?
Yeah, we got to pay.
Talk about where we stay.
We got to pay the rent a little bit.
Yeah, we do.
When visit Lexington for work or play, stay where we stay at the newly renovated Homewood Suites, located off I-75 in the Hamburg Pavilion. With studio and 1-bedroom suites, you'll find all the modern comforts of home, including a full hot breakfast daily, evening social on Wednesday night, free Wi-Fi, and a fitness center. And due to the weather outside, there will be no fire pits this evening. Not happening. Ain't happened all week. Never happened.
All right. Warren Central with the ball with less than a minute to play. Driving down the lane, losing the handle. They get it inside. Shot put up and in by Tavion Wells. And that makes it 62-48, equals the biggest lead of the ball game of 14. Ashland with the basketball. Working it around the horn. And with the basketball is Lalone. Shot put up, no good by Strader. Rebound goes to down the floor, and they get the ball again to Wells, who puts it up and in. And it makes it 64-48. And a shot put up, no good. Fight for the rebound, out of bounds, stays with Ashland. So it's going to be probably a 16, 14-point ball game when it's all said and done, but it's probably a 10-point ball game, 8-10, and realistic. Shot put up, no good. Wells will go down, and he's not going to slam it home. The coach liked that. Until thumbs up to his player for not taking it down and slamming it home and making it an insult. Your final score, Warren Central 64, Ashland 48. We'll come back and recap this one for you in a couple of moments on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
The fourth quarter has been brought to you by Shawnee State University. Let Shawnee State help write your success story. Go to shawneestate.edu for more information.
A lot of folks are paying their bills online. It's safe, accurate, and very convenient. If you would like to know more about banking online, stop by the bank and we can get you going. Cutting-edge technology with a first-name, friendly, hometown, personal touch. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Spring is coming, but the specials are already here at Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State. Assorted cheese mix and bugle snacks, 2 for $4. Jack Link beef jerky, 3.25-ounce size, $6.99. Assorted Hershey king-size candy bars, 2 for $3. Assorted Kellogg's Pop-Tarts, 2 for $2. Great specials plus quality Argo gasoline is what you'll find at Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State. Clark's Pump and Shops. Return, refresh, refuel.
Let the Roark Insurance Agency in Flatwoods, Grayson, or Moorhead, Kentucky, with over 25 years of combined experience with nationwide insurance, take care of you and your family. Call 606-836-6666 to join the nation and the Roark Insurance Agency, providing auto, homeowners, and life insurance with coverage you can count on, protecting your house, personal property, and your life to meet your needs, life, and budget. Call 606-836-6666 for the Roark Insurance Agency.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
Back here at Rupp Arena, Jim Forrest along with Kent Robinson as Warren Central has defeated the Ashland Tomcats by a final score of 64-48. Warren Central jumped out to the early lead in this ball game, led 5-0. At the end of the first quarter, it was 18-13. In the second quarter, Warren Central outscored Ashland 16-14 to lead it at the half, 34-27. In the third quarter, it was 11 points for Warren Central, 9 points for Ashland, and that made it 45-36 heading into the final stanza. And in that final stanza, Warren Central puts up 19 points and 12 points for Ashland in the final stanza, and the final margin 64-48, 16-point victory. Two ties at 6 and 9. One lead change. Ashland's biggest lead was 1 at 9-8. Warren Central's biggest lead was the final margin of 16 at 64-48. Ashland finishes the season at 23-12, and Warren Central moves on to the semifinals of the state with a record of 34-1. We'll be back to take a look at scoring and stats. We'll do that in a couple of moments on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
People ask us sometimes if Pepsi is different here in Ohio than in other places. And the answer is, yeah, we think so. Because the taste of something is so totally deliciously affected by the flavor of everything around it. And when that flavor is Ohio, well, it's got to be better somehow. Hey, we should know. We bottle the Pepsi you know and love right here in Ohio. So when you pour yourself an ice cold Pepsi, remember there's some OHIO in there. And that's part of why we say Pepsi, like Ohio, is oh so refreshing.
Why is Moorhead State a top 25 university in the South? MSU offers great college classes, flexible schedules, safe campus, and quality, affordable education in a student-focused learning environment. MSU students excel in small classes taught by dedicated faculty and staff committed to success and placing you on a career path. Soar higher at Moorhead State University. Visit our website at moorheadstate.edu.
Back here at Rupp Arena at the Mountain Dew broadcast table, where Ashland has went down to the feet to Warren Central 64-48. Ken has a look at the final numbers.
For the Tomcats, Xander Carter with 14 points. Conway had 3, raced the board, and the MVP. Finishes the day with 21 points. Braxton Jennings had 6, and Nate Freeze had 4 for the Tomcats. For Warren Central, Walkup had 6. Villaforte had 5. Unseld with 13. You had Glover with 14. Chappelle Whitney with 20. Jefferson with 2. Wells 4 for Warren Central. For the game, Tomcats shot 45%, 18 of 40. Warren Central 56%, 24 of 43 shooting. The Tomcats would shoot or make 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 13 of 17 for Warren Central. Tomcats will turn the basketball over 13 times, Warren Central 9. Points off turnovers, Cats 11, Warren Central 13. Total rebounds in the ball game, Tomcats had 17 to Warren Central's 26. Big stat on the sheet for Warren Central. Second chance points were 15. The Cats had 5. And bench points, Tomcats would lead in that one category 10-6, but fall short, and just a valiant effort by the Tomcats, again, making it to the Sweet 16. But I tell you what, Jim, they played a really, really good basketball team, and this Warren Central team tomorrow night could be cutting down the net.
They got to get by tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
They got to play Woodford now.
But I'm saying they
could be.
They
You're
could
right.
be there.
They could be. They were picked by many to be the team to do it. I think two stats that are really important here. The Ashland ended up getting out rebounded by 9, 26-17, and I think that reflects in the other stat that you mentioned, second chance points, 15-5, because of those rebounds, offensive rebounds. They got 10, so they were getting second and third chances of trying to put the ball in the basket. Both teams shot the same from 3, so no difference there. Just Ashland took more, but they both shot 33%. So, Ashland played well. It was a 10 to 12-point game all the way. They ended up winning it by 16, which is not indicative of the game that it was. So, Ashland, nothing to hang their head about.
No, not at all.
Congratulations to Race the Board, who is the all-tournament team selection from Ashland. As a quarterfinalist, each team gets one player on the all-tournament team, and he is the all-tournament team player from Ashland. So, congratulations to the senior on a good senior run, winning the region, getting to the state, and ended up being an all-tournament player. We'll take our final break, come back and set the stage for tonight. We'll do that in a moment on the Schoolboy Radio Network.
Hello, I'm Michael Bowling, Senior Vice President of Kentucky Farmers Bank. When you do business with Kentucky Farmers Bank, you're making an investment in your community. Your money stays local, we never sell your loan, and in turn, we invest in local families, churches, schools, and charities. We believe in our community, and that's why we are the better bank for loans.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for loans since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
The Tri-State's first live video streaming service since 2010.
Around the corner or around the world with the Green Up Beacon.
Keeping you in touch, our community commitment. The Green Up Beacon and greenupbeacon.com.
Bringing your world, the Beacon Media Group.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the Tri-State. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Welcome back to Rupp Arena here in Lexington, Kentucky. K-Woods Courts and the Mountain Dew broadcast table. As that's going to wrap it up for the first two quarterfinal games here on this Friday. Ashland losing to Warren Central by a score of 64-48. In the earlier game, it was Woodford County defeating Elizabethtown 59-48. That sets the stage for tonight. We have two more quarterfinal games at 6 o'clock. Frederick Douglass, 32-2, will take on Louisville Male at 26-10. 10. And the winner of that game will play the winner of our nightcap tonight. Lyon County 31-5, Clark County 28-5. That game will tip off at 8:30. The winner of that game will play the winner of Frederick Douglass Male in the second semifinal game tomorrow at 1:30. We'll be on the air at 5:35 this evening with pregame for the third quarterfinal game between Frederick Douglass and Male, and then back on the air at 8:05 for the last quarterfinal game between Lyon County and Clark County. Your winners this afternoon: Woodford County over Elizabethtown, Warren Central over Ashland. For Kent Robinson, for Dickie Martin, for James Collier, for the whole crew, the Schoolboy Radio Network. We'll talk to you again around 5:35 this evening when the Schoolboy Radio Network's coverage of the Sweet 16 continues. Have a great afternoon. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to the greatest show in hoops, the Boys Sweet 16 basketball tournament, live from Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. This game has been brought to you by Clark's Pump and Chops of the Tri-State, Members Choice Credit Union, Reyes Hermanos Nunez Mexican Restaurant, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy in South Shore, Morehead State University, the Brent Roark Insurance Agency, Commercial Bank of Grayson, the Greenup Beacon, First and People's Bank, and by Pepsi. This has been a special sports presentation of Cool Hits 105.7, the Cool Hits Sports Network, and the Schoolboy Radio Network. The Cool Hits 105.7 studios are sponsored by Southern Ohio Medical Center. Board-certified surgeons give you a broad range of surgical procedures using the most advanced technology. SOMC. Very good things are happening here.